So we've put in all of the pre-grant information, that's to say the key data. We've recorded the date of death, assets and liabilities, and we've also recorded legacies. So you're at this point more or less in a position to meet the executors, probably to swear the probate papers. So it's worth having a look at what you might be able to produce to them at that meeting. So let's have a look at some of the reports. All of these reports can be accessed at any time. Ones I want to look at now are the estate account. Click on that. That's what your estate account's looking like at the moment. The capital account, which at this stage isn't going to have very much to say, other than the well, it's got the inheritance tax on there, which has already been included, calculated. Although what you can see there, because we've got split residue, we've got partially exempt residue, the inheritance tax is not deducted in the capital account. Instead, it's deducted in the distribution account, and the reason for that is that if you were to deduct it in the capital account, it would mean that all the beneficiaries would be sharing the tax, and obviously what's happening is that the residuary beneficiaries are not paying any, and all the tax is falling on the the exempt beneficiaries don't pay any. All the tax falls on the non-exempt beneficiaries. If there was a Benham distribution, that would be different, and the total inheritance tax would appear as a deduction in the capital account, but we've got the Ratcliffe option here. And you'll also see that in here we've got the tax that's payable by Tiffany Case on her Triumph Stag, and how much she's actually paid, naught. When she does pay that down, then that number will go to 0. It will go up to assuming she pays the full amount, then these two figures will disappear from the capital account. So here's the Stag, the legacies, the legacy of the Stag, and the legacy of £500 to the sports club. And so that's going to give you your that's your capital account. Let's go back to the home menu, and the other one I wanted to show you was the balance sheet. So this is showing how the estate is now to be divided. The various shares, those are taken from the distribution account, which you can go and look at if you wish, but there's nothing on it other than those figures. And the assets that we have, cash deposits, the non-cash assets, investments, real property, etc. The unpaid liabilities, the debts due at the date of death, and the funeral expenses, and the unpaid legacies, specific legacies, pecuniary legacies. And then we've got the outstanding inheritance tax, non-instalment option, instalment option, and on the lifetime gifts and legacies. So those are some useful interim reports.